We're back to our Honda. They did the injectors on this sweet thing, cleaned it up real good. They even want us to change the PCM. I told them all it needs is an update, but they went ahead and got a refurbished PCM, so that means it's used. We're gonna go ahead and install that and get this thing programmed. Okay, we got the PCM right here. The shop was kind enough to go ahead and loosen the PCM for me. That way I don't have to do too much. Anytime you're using these latch style connectors, I like to walk them back and forth. Don't just snatch them up. I mean, I haven't done a whole lot of Hondas, but I'll tell you this much. When you're dealing with a Chrysler, they will just break. Chryslers are horrible about it. You probably already know that. But that's just how I do it. I do my best to walk them back and forth to remove them. Seems to work pretty well for me. So here I want to see, okay, 37820 RLV A03, and that's the exact same thing, 37820 RLV A03. Cool. We're still bolted in. All right, let's crack these loose. I would use my drill driver, but I left my kit at a different stop. It's actually the Dodge Ram with the ignition switch. Left my kit there. Gotta be kidding me, man. How I did that. All right, let's see here. How does this work? Okay, pops off like so. Doesn't exactly just slide right out, does it? No, there's an additional 10 millimeter. The opposing side that's bolting it in. There we go. This one, you don't have to take out, you just loosen it. Like so. Reinstall. Line up your bolt holes. Good deal. Line up some more bolt holes. There we go. Slide this back down in here. There we go. This is Andy's. Make sure he gets that back. All right, ignition's on. We're gonna go ECM replace. Ignition off. Ignition on. Ignition off. Press OK to continue. Ignition on. Vehicle condition checking. The registration completed. Turn ignition off. Check if it'll start and run. We have a running vehicle. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and run our update. Using the Alto VCMI, comes with the Ultra. Honda ECU reprogramming. 179,000 miles, brings up the correct VIN. I don't know if this refurbished ECM has the latest calibration in it or not. We shall see. Reading ECUs, 3 of 6. That's on the KWP 2000 protocol. I don't know what those are. They're not on the high-speed CAN protocol, so they must be interior. 6 of 6. Now we're reading H99B protocol, ECU 0 of 21. Oh boy. It appears that this does have an update for the engine computer. So we will go ahead and we'll run that update. I see electronic power steering, safety restraint system, the cluster, the body control module, the MICU, ABS, and ACM. So I do not see TCM in there. It did tell us to make sure that we were going to do the TCM. Start downloading. Oh, okay. We're ready. Estimated time, 3 minutes. Turn the ignition switch off. Turn the ignition switch on. Completed. We're going to get a screenshot of that. All right, so that's complete. So we're going to go ahead and shut her down. All right, currently we're doing the crank pattern clear. It asked me to start the engine, which we did. Now it wants me to turn the key off. Okay, turn the switch on. Wait 30 seconds. Has been cleared. Okay, now we're going to go to crank learning. It should be good. I can turn the air off. Learning has not completed. Do you wish to continue? Yes. Oh, decelerate. Oh, I'm going to have them do that. I'm not doing that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to exit. I'm going to go into global OBD. EOBD, OBD2. Click OK. I want to get that generic scan tool data. I want to see how the fuel trims are now that we've done these repairs and updated the ECU. I will tell them to do the crankshaft variation learn. Boom, perfect. Enter. Where are we at? Read live data. My pretty much only concern is short and long-term fuel trims. Because that was the dead giveaway before. This thing had extremely negative fuel trims. Right now, bank 2 is -9, short and long. So a total of, look, and bank 1 is pretty much as perfect as it gets. So bank 2, the bank that's closest to the radiator, is running a little rich still. I do believe that there's more going on there with that, like carbon deposits being built up on the valves, or they said that they replaced the injectors. We shall see. You know, it could also be something to do with like it needs a tune-up. The spark plugs are worn out. It's got 179,000 miles. So, but we're gonna let this thing sit here and run for a little bit longer. I don't know how long ago it's been for the oil change. If I recall, it seemed like the oil change was done pretty, like the oil was pretty clear. We're gonna increase our RPMs to, we got 2,000, let's go 2,500. And we are a little bit out of our comfort zone, 2,500 RPM, and we're at -13 for bank 2. And if you add the -5, that's a total of -17, 18 total fuel trim. You know, that's not that happy. But it appears to not be going too far out of that zone. So there may still need to be some work done to the engine, possibly like the valve lash adjustment needs to be done. But one thing's for sure, this vehicle is far better off than what it was previously. Before, the fuel trims would just get worse and worse and worse and worse. I don't think we have any sort of issues like that right now. It is on the outermost limits. You know, if not, it's going into worse, but I'm happy. We can go ahead and look at the fuel pressure too. Here's our fuel pressure. We're currently running. We're gonna go ahead and shut it off. Go key on. We can actually see that, let me graph this. The pressure is increasing. Come on. Oh, graph, sorry. Been a while since I've used this. But you can see that the pressure is actually increasing, 625. This is exactly what you want. Whenever you have a direct injected vehicle, there's pressure increase whenever you turn it off and the vehicle is warmed up. It's not an immediate decrease, which is what we had prior. So this is an absolute fix. Those injectors were just dumping fuel when the key was off. And while they were running, they were leaking fuel like mad crazy. So we need to, there could be excess fuel in the catalytic converter. You know, the spark plugs are probably washed out and it needs plugs. The fuel trims being where they were at, it is what it is, but I am extremely happy. The fuel pressure is just consistently climbing. This is a fix, guys. Catch you on the next one.